Hi, today I'm going to be discussing a very important topic on how we're going to manage the crisis of AI products, in regards to especially kids. For kids. We know that the society as it is right now, as it is formed, that it operates right now, we need two parents to work, meaning we need a form of AI gadgets that can help take off the burden from parents. So when that happens, can we trust this AI product with the kids? Because as it is now, right, AI is trained on all the data on the internet, and companies just due to profit and profitability, they just compete and try to be the first to launch, try to be the first to get to market, try to be the first to make the latest version of AI product that meet the need of people. And when they are doing this, they are not focused on what is safest for kids. They are focused on engagement, they are focused on pleasure, they are focused on entertainment, they are focused on luring and pulling people in, especially the younger kids. So, how as a society do we implement guardrails and safety measures that can help reduce the negative now and in the future? And these are my concerns. These are the issues that I think about and wonder about from research I've done, from conversations I've seen, and from hearings I've seen on this topic. And I just wanted to put it out there so that parents are aware of some of the issues that are going on, so that they can be more conscious or conscientious about the decisions that they make. Because when you think about the way society is structured now, you need two parents to work to meet the needs of the family, unlike in the past when one parent could work and had enough income to bear the burden of the family. But changes have been made, and that's not how society works anymore. So now that both parents are working, and they need AI to help support when they are doing other things, give the kids something to engage them and distract them. And if there are no guardrails or safety measures in place, that might be a problem with the kind of concerns that we are seeing with AI today. And the reason, in my opinion, or one of the main reasons, in my opinion, is because these companies are just rush to launch. They want to be the first to market and make all the profits and have the biggest companies. But children are now the collateral damage for that, because in order to make the amount of profit or the level of profit and the level of innovation that they want to achieve, this product needs to be engaging. So they are focused on engagement, they are focused on entertainment, they are focused on hyper pleasure, they are focused on luring kids and younger folks, and they don't have the mind or the maturity to make decisions on what to feed on what not to feed on. So there's a problem there, because children can now be a collateral damage. And some of these companies are so smart that there are contracts in place that nobody ever reads, that they use as a barrier to prevent litigation. So I saw a case where there was an attempted suicide based on some information that was provided by some AI, and it luckily, thanks to God, the suicide attempt was not successful. But now the child is committed to therapy, and the AI company pays $100 for extended amount of therapy that this guy needs to take, because they've prevented themselves from litigation through the document that the 12 or 14-year-old signs or something like that. The exact details, I'm not trying to get into the exact details. I'm just trying to give a generic example of what things can look like. And those are the issues that we need to face now as a society, as a community, with the way things are. So these are the issues that are going on. And I think one of the organizations that has done extensive research into this is Common Sense Media. I encourage every parent to actually go in and watch some of the, or to read some of their documents, and I'll put the link to their website in the description below. And also, I'll put products that I consider that are good AI products that from my research, from my personal research, I don't see a problem with. None is standing out to me in them, so I'm going to put them in the description as well. engaging on something that, hopefully we don't find something about in the future. And I think some of the issues that are going on, some of the risk of these things is the fact that, number one, there's no government extensive or comprehensive government legislation to manage the risk, or the to put checks on the companies that launch this product. There are no third party investigations to ensure that there's no excessive inappropriate content that can get to the wrong audience. There's no pictorial verification for kids. There's and several of these other things that are now in place that we can get to later in the video. But the issues that they're with all the information on the internet, there needs to be filters, right, for kids too, because the internet has all the information that people provide. So there needs to be filter to know what can be allowed for kids, what should not be allowed, and these are some of the problems that I believe that we need to address as a society. Because in addition to the fact that these information are out there, the algorithms are trained to blur the line between humans and AI. So they want the socialization part to still remain. They want to maintain the frictional socialization, which would help improve engagement and profit. So these are some of the things, and they go into terrains like psychology without license. So those are some of the concerns that are out there, that are not healthy, that are not good for kids, that needs to be addressed. And in my opinion, I think the ways to address this is probably, number one, making sure that there are elaborate, comprehensive, and extensive legislations that will capture the use of these things. Because, for example, we have cars. When driving, you need a license to drive, number one. Then, when after getting a license, then it's because you can harm other people if you don't go through the whole process. So anybody that wants to drive goes to get a license. Then after getting the license, you need to make sure you keep your registration and your driver's license in your pocket. Then you need to make sure you use this seat belt and maintain a specific drive limit. So these are some of the infrastructures put in place to ensure that we maintain a sane society while driving. Similarly, these AI products, when are being used by kids, needs this legislation to help guard the use of these products. Then number two, I think it's important to have third parties incentivized to do put checks and balances in place, and they can use AI to do those things as well. So incentivizing them to provide and promote. And if you want to start a company, these are business ideas or innovation ideas that will be great, checks and balances to be able to prevent and limit the unfiltered and provocative and negative impact of AI to kids, most especially because think about it, we have kids that can go on website and upload pictures of them young, but now through AI sentences they can be synthesized into pornographic content, meaning the pictures of younger and little kids can be aged by AI and now um, plastered on faces of adults or adult body that can be used for negative pornographic or sexual content. Now, a child that never did anything like that, that never engaged in anything like that, will grow up to see his videos used for that purpose when the face actually does the aging over time. So these are all privacy issues, cybersecurity issues that are ongoing that needs to be addressed. And how can you do this? Extensive legislation, making sure that you put in third parties, you incentivize them to go into research and development that can help limit the use of this product, the abuse of this product. Because why companies are recklessly just running through to make sure that they are fresh to market and they launch their product, children are now being the collateral damage that pay for this negative effect. So we need to work on this, we need to reduce this, we need to limit this, and we need to help the coming generation to make sure that we don't have a society of decadence at the end of the day. Because even if it's not as negative and immediate as suicide right now, we don't know the impact it's going to have on kids when they grow up. So the adults that would come off of this engagement with AI, of this grooming with AI, we don't know what kind of people they will be. And we need to be able to manage that with the information that we know that can make good adults. I believe with these and many other ideas that will come up, and I'll keep updating on this channel as I know more myself, as I see more discussions and I do more research and I think and meditate on some of these things, I'll provide it. But at this point, we need to get away from AIs or AI product that can impact our society negatively, that can groom kids on sexual product, on suicidal or self-harm, and prevent those type of things, because that is not going to help us. I saw a situation where there was an AI product that was explaining to the child how to tie a noose to harm himself, or on how to hide it from parents, saying this is a safe space, that we need to keep this information in this safe space between us. Those are not the type of use for AI that we encourage. And as a society, we need to look into it and put legislation in place and put safeguards in place and put guardrails in place and put checks and balances, and ensure that companies are transparent and not make reckless decisions that can endanger the life of kids. I believe that this is helpful. We are always happy to help. And as I know more, as we do more research, do more findings, we're going to present it to you and present products that we believe, will help with safety and help with protecting life. That's it for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on the notification button so that when we come online, you can get our next video. Until the next time, bye, guys.